Why does Paul call the Antichrist the man of sin and son of perdition? In Star Wars, Senator Palpatine is initially a benign and diplomatic political figure, a champion of democracy and peace. But he is a schemer, fabricating crises so the Senate gives him emergency dictatorial powers. Once he has full control, he morphs into Darth Sidious, a Sith Lord becoming Emperor of the Galactic Empire. That parallels what the Antichrist will do. In 2 Thessalonians, he first appears as a benign lover of peace, the man of sin, a false Christ who condones everyone's sin. Everyone loves him, he preaches inclusion, no religion is unacceptable. He makes a covenant with the world that they can continue to worship whatever they call God, as mentioned in Daniel 9:27. But he is the first rider of the apocalypse, the false Christ on a white horse. 3 more riders come and overwhelm the earth with civil unrest, wars, famine and pestilence, as described in Revelation 6. 1:8. Without arrows, he conquers the world. They give him emergency powers to deal with the crisis. After 3.5 years at midweek, he morphs into the seed of Satan, as mentioned in Genesis 3:15, announcing he is the son of destruction, prophesied to come, and becomes emperor of the end-time 10-horn version of the Roman Empire. Can we find these 2 phases of Antichrist revealed in other scriptures? Yes, we can. Daniel 7:8 calls the man of sin a little horn who comes up among others, then deposes them and begins speaking with pompous words. This clearly implies a radical change from friend to enemy. Daniel 7:28. The little horn came up before which 3 fell and spoke pompous words. This also implies a change from okay to bad. He didn't speak pompous words before then. In Daniel 7:24-25, it's repeated that the little horn shall rise up after the 10 kings, then subdue 3 kings. As he was rising, he wasn't subduing anyone, only after he rose up did he subdue 3 kings. In Daniel 8:9-11, the little horn came out of one of the 10 horns, so it must have been friendly. Then it grows great and exalts himself as high as the prince of the host. Certainly the 2 phases are seen there. In Daniel 8:23-25 it says, "A king shall arise who understands sinister schemes like Senator Palpatine. Through his cunning he shall cause deceit to prosper, and then becomes the Dark Lord, exalting himself even against the Prince of Princes." In Daniel chapter 9:27, the change from benign to oppressor is seen when he breaks the covenant he made, and then is the desolator riding upon a flying wing powered by satanic abominations, and then rains destruction down upon his enemies. In Daniel 11:36-37 it is written, "The king shall do according to his own will," which implies prior to that time he did the will of others at first. Paul confirms he changes from nice guy to tyrant in 2 Thessalonians 2:8. The lawless one will be revealed, meaning before that time his lawlessness was concealed. In 1 John 2:18-19, John says, "The Antichrist is coming," but discusses his Antichrist followers. At first they are among regular Christians, but then leave denying both Father and Son. As they are followers of the Antichrist, they reflect what he does. At first he is in the church, but then leaves a blasphemer. In Revelation 11:3-7, we see the change from nice guy to evil Dark Lord very clearly. At first, Chancellor Adonicum permits God's 2 witnesses to preach for 3.5 years, But when he morphs into the seed of Satan, son of destruction, at midweek, symbolized by him ascending out of the bottomless pit, he kills God's two witnesses. In Revelation 12:6, the daughter of Zion, Micah 4:10, flees into the wilderness that symbolizes the church fleeing into harlot Babylon, the world council of religions, for legal protection from the rising tide of haters against Christianity. The wilderness she fled into must be Babylon, because later God calls his people out of religious Babylon in Revelation 18:4, just before her destruction. This implies the man of sin was a nice guy, permitting the world still worship their own gods. But when he morphs into the son of destruction, he ends all worship not going to him, and his followers destroy the religious harlot Babylon. In Revelation 13:2, the beast has a lion's mouth, which fits his description as a deceiving false Christ. But in Revelation 13:5, the beast government is given a blasphemous mouth, which is when the son of destruction begins his rule for 42 months. If you liked this video, please like it. It helps with the search algorithm so others can benefit also. If you want to talk to someone about anything, this number is manned 24 hours, 7 days a week. 855-255-7729. To learn more about these things, go to my site at endtimenews.net.